Hello Internet, and welcome to this third and final part of my review for Zombies Run. Now, Zombies Run, if you are unaware, is an iOS and Android-based mobile game that encourages you to run by throwing zombies at you. If you haven't seen the first two parts of this review, I highly suggest you go back and watch them. There will be links in the underbar and annotations around my face. I've been getting some comments from people who have been enjoying the game, and I'm not mad at you for enjoying the game, and you're not mad at me for not enjoying the game. My issue is that the game doesn't seem as conducive to everybody. Being runners yourselves, you don't necessarily mind it because it's just another thing that's in your head. But as a tool for somebody who isn't a runner to start running, I don't think it's very effective. Do I still think that? Kinda. Let's get into the review. With this update came a lot of the fixes that I was talking about. The robot voice at the end of the mission and when you picked up an item was gone. It's now an option that you can either turn on or turn off, and it automatically turns off, which was great. I was running and all of a sudden I look and I see that there's a bunch of items. I didn't know I picked up an item. No robot voice. It was great! Another thing were the story tidbits. At the beginning of a mission and in between songs, there were tiny 1 or 2 lines of dialogue that kind of kept you going. Like, they're right behind you. Don't stop now. And there were multiple options. Like, there was a time when I had to restart a mission because I accidentally hit the end mission button, and it had a completely different opening and completely different pieces of audio. That's great! Finally, there's a mode where you can go in and just repeatedly run without feeling the need to go through the story mode again. But the only problem with that I have now is that there's still a leveling cap that I've hit, and it doesn't give me enough of a certain item so that I can hit the cap on another one, and it doesn't explain what certain items go for. But already a vast improvement. That alone made me enjoy this game a lot more. While I was dealing with characters, it wasn't as direct or inclusive as the story mode is. And then last week, there was the final mission that we're getting as Zombie Run Advanced members, the people who supported the game on Kickstarter, which kind of ended this storyline arc. And the end was really intriguing, and it kind of makes me want to see where it's going, because Able Township is destroyed. The other township is knows that you're alive and tries to call you in. Then the general says you don't have to run him. It's very interesting to see where the story will go from here. But a small problem that I had was when the mission opens, it's as if you're coming to consciousness. And that is another thing of that pulls you out, because you're not returning from consciousness. You're coming out of your house and you're going on a run, and you're running while you're hearing "Get up 5," you know. And same sort of thing if the story were a little bit more open in general, because it can't be specific, I think there would be a lot more appeal. Another one of the problems that I had were the radio broadcasts. At the end of this story mission, I had to keep running because I wanted to keep running, and what happened was it said now switch to radio mode, and the radio didn't come on because Able Township was destroyed. So the guys who were doing the radio are presumed dead because all of the comms are down. And that helped me stay in the world. Another thing that they added that's an option is when you do story mode, you can switch your mission option to be around a half an hour or around an hour, depending on how long you plan to run or how many missions you want to do, and I think that's a great option as well. And finally, I experienced a zombie chase. And the first time I got it, it was really hard. It was very difficult to get through. Very good effect of having, when the zombies get closer, it gets louder and louder in your ears so you know that they're right behind you. Amazing. Really, that element alone was what I was looking for in this game. And being able to do side missions to turn on zombie chase mode, where it's not very, in your face about, the people are dying. It's great. That's the mode that this game is worth buying for. He said it, oh my god! Zombies Run, you were a work in progress, I'll say that. And when I first met you, you weren't that great. I didn't want to hang out with you that much. I even kind of cheated on you. But now I'm getting the impression that you're not so bad. Very high price tag at $7.99. But for those of you on iOS, I think maybe Android too, this weekend only, June 2nd, June 3rd, 2012, you can get, I was about to say Code Runner. You can get Zombies Run for $1.99. Zombies Run is worth $1.99. So here's what you have to do. Just go sign on iTunes with your iDevice. $1.99, buy it. Done. It's worth playing through the story mode to be able to get the supply runs. It's enough of a mixed bag that comes out on top, to which I say, buy it. But once it goes back up to $7.99, wait for it to go back down in price. This is a great summer running game. Wonderful open air. I suggest going at night, because then that reduces your visibility and you might think that there's a zombie around the corner. Didn't think that would happen, did ya? Well, that'll do it for my 3-part review of Zombies Run. I'm gonna look at other games that I can review. Unfortunately, I'm not going to E3 this year. I would love to find a way to sneak in if anybody knows somebody. Just remember, June 2nd and June 3rd, Zombies Run will be on sale for $1.99. I'm not sure about Android, but I know about iOS. If you want to know any other price dates, if you happen to miss, if you can't pay $2 on the weekend, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/soapboxmark, and I'll tweet about it if there's another price break. So that and for Code Runner as well. Also, make sure to check out my other videos. I'm currently in a weight loss contest with Megan Tonjes. Yeah, the famous singer. Who gives a shit about her? She's a bitch. And whoever loses has to buy the winner dinner and make a video about how great they are and put it on their channel. It's been pretty funny so far. I suggest you check it out. Thank you, Internet, for joining me. I will see you next time.